I only know that I know nothing.
Wait, no, I only know philosophy. Hi philosopher, what's up? Today is a new day.
With a new beginning and new thoughts.
In today's video, we're going to talk about some important factors that have built how we see and define the philosophy in our modern life, ethics, knowledge, and the way we acquire knowledge based on the era we are living in.
The search for knowledge is an approach to freedom. With this phrase, we start our video. But what exactly is knowledge? Knowledge can be defined as the fact or condition of being aware of something.
Some experts say that the capture and transmission of knowledge started around 40,000 years ago. Before Mesopotamia, there were civilizations that didn't let that much information. We can deduce that their way of observing and transmitting knowledge was by cave paintings, what many people call art. Unfortunately, there was no iCloud in that time, so there are not many evidence of how the first civilization acquired knowledge.
A lot of years after that, we start seeing more modern civilizations as China or India with mathematical, scientific, and legal advances that were captured in scripts. But years later, we passed to the famous Greeks, who started having a lot of influence in transmitting its knowledge and creating the famous foundations of modern logical, mathematical, legal, and ethical systems by first capturing the knowledge in their brains and then transmitting it in an oral way to people. But as they were oral, we don't have a lot of records about them until they start creating their libraries with their written knowledge to preserve it.
The popularity of books started increasing and its multiplication extended in the civilizations, and the best part was that the written knowledge could be preserved for next generations and eras. And then the artificial intelligence and technology give the books access.
We still have a lot of books. Well, why buy a book if I can search whatever I want in the internet in just a few seconds and for free? Maybe not legal, but for free. Now we have a lot of knowledge in our electronic devices. We just need to search on internet and in a few seconds we have it. And also we have iCloud to preserve it.
But let's get more serious. Is having knowledge of something the same thing as being correct? Can you be right about something without really trying?
Knowledge is a justified true belief. The justification is the support and the argument of what you believe. The arguments that support your justifications are based on testimonies. The testimonies are based on observations and beliefs. And the belief is a propositional attitude of truth.
The majority of times we believe that we know something because some expert or someone that has already lived that situation or phenomena gave us a justification based on a primary source of information, like observation and interpretation.
Examples of what you said as justifications for your knowledge is when you were younger and you used to take all the information that your teacher gave you because it was the correct information. Or when you were reading a science or school book, you used to believe what it was written there because some prepared author already investigated and formulated a criteria about the topic.
But we can also acquire knowledge by our proper observations. We don't need to base everything we know on other people. We also have minds. We also think and interpret scenarios.
And you can have false beliefs, but you can never have false knowledge. Because if something you used to believe it's wrong, it means you never knew it. Kind of interesting, don't you think?
Talking about new technologies, they have a big influence on our knowledge, so it can be said that the internet changes the nature of knowledge. The best example is the change of academic knowledge. Nowadays, the innovations are looking for the institutionalization of learning.
For example, ask your grandparents how they were taught. Normally, they needed to learn exactly the text of the book, or they were punished for not doing things exactly the same as they were asked. Which means they didn't have much freedom to think. Everything was very well defined and structured.
And now we are changing our form of thinking. We can see a lot of protests or new movements that didn't exist or weren't as important as today. and this is thanks to technology.
Social media is the source that many people use to be informed, and also that's how these new thoughts are distributed.
As well, the influence of technology has helped to have a new philosophical branch, which is called the philosophy of technology. This technology seeks to understand the social, economical, and political system to develop new technologies that help the society in those aspects.
Yeah, and also this helps the society to see the connection between human thinking and technology. This can be seen with René Descartes, where he explained the human body through a machine, or like Isaac Newton, who related force with mechanical nature. Well, that's all for today's video. Thank you, philosophers, for watching us, for hearing our opinions, our points of view. I hope you create your own. Give your like, comment something, and see you next video. Bye!